Crime never sleeps in River City, but I do. I was tired out after a week filled with nothing but chasing flies around the office. Of course, that was all about to change.
Excuse me, Mr. Doff?
Please. Call me Jack.
I'm Danette Williams. I have a problem.
Who is he?
I don't know. That's the problem. Tell me, how do I look?
Would you like my expert opinion or a more frank evaluation?
I'm pregnant, and I don't know who the father is. You see, 2 weeks ago I had an accident at a party I planned. That's what I do.
Have accidents?
Plan parties. I slipped on water from the ice one and bumped my head on the table. The next few days are a bit hazy, but it must have been then because I hadn't
had any slip-ups since? Well, that doesn't leave me with much, does it?
Well, somehow I picked up this.
Among other things.
I found it in my purse once my head cleared up.
$300 a day, half up front plus expenses. Oh, Halligan's. I'd been there before. Serve a dry potato martini, and the conversation wasn't much better.
Hi, girl, Jim.
Sorry, lady. How about you leave me to my work and I'll leave you to yours? Prostitution. Barkeep.
What can I get you?
How about the name of the fellow who picked up Danette Williams a couple weeks ago?
Quite a looker. I had a dame like that once. It was back in the old days.
I've seen it 100 times. You walk into a bar looking for one story and someone's always trying to tell you another.
But imagine my surprise when I found out she'd been dead the whole time. Look, if it's details you're looking for, you want to talk to Jimmy.
Jimmy?
Shoeshine boy outside. Keeps a closer eye on things.
Thank you, sir.
What can you tell me about a dame who came out of here a couple weeks ago with a bump on her noggin?
Wouldn't know nothing about that, mister. Oh yeah, nice lady. She came in alone. She wouldn't leave that way, though.
Who was she with?
My memory's a little bit fuzzy.
Listen, Shoeshine, you give me a name or I'll give you a shiner with my shoe.
All right. It was James McGinley.
McGinley, eh? Figures.
Jesus, I already told everything to the man in white.
Man in white. I didn't have time for this. McGinley was trouble. A big fish. But a fishy one at that.
Hey, boss, you got someone here to see us.
Inspector! Sit down. What can I do for you?
You can start by telling me what you were doing with a nice girl like Danette Williams.
Danette Williams? What? Party planning lady? Yes, she planned my kid brother's wedding. I bumped into her at O'Halligan's.
So did the floor.
So you heard. Well, she was in a bad way and needed someone to walk her back. There can be rough people out there, Inspector.
There's some in here, too.
I've done nothing wrong. She looked like she needed someone to walk her back to her room, so I did. Is someone suggesting otherwise?
Me. My take on the story is, you knocked her around, then you knocked her up.
I do not take kindly to people making accusations in my own home. Louis, Joe, show the inspector the door.
Keep your mitts off me, you potato heads! And I called myself a private eye. With the bruise I was sporting, it was more like a black eye now. Good thing I didn't call myself a private dick. The man in white. Hey!
fine, guy. Tell me what you know about Danette Williams.
I'm her doctor.
Oh, so that's a start. So you know she's pregnant, right? And I'm trying to figure out how she got that way.
I can't tell you that. Doctor-patient confidentiality. I live by a code.
Well, I live by a code too.
Well, it don't reflect well on me, but here's how it is. Danette came in to get her head looked at, you know, after that fall. But the paperwork, you see, it got a little mixed up.
Spit it out!
She accidentally got artificially inseminated.
Speak English, Doc.
We put the knick-knack in her paddywhack.
Well, see that I get her papers and we won't have the law on you.
Not that I didn't sympathize. I kept my scotch neat and my desk messy. Still, this was my mess to clean up now, and I owed my client a call. Breaking news like this is always the hardest part of the job.
But wouldn't they have records of the donor?
Sorry, lady. It's all anonymous. Good luck to both of you.
Of course, there'd only been one donor for the past 5 weeks. I should know. I was in there every day.
So I'll never know who the father is?
Looks that way.
A lot of people might say it's cruel for a man to leave the mother of his child alone like that. But I don't got time for a kid. I'm a private eye.